Okay, so this was one of my aha moments in my career. I have about three or four that I went, holy cow, this is kind of big news here. So we're combining CRMs really don't talk cars too much in there. And I'll explain that in a minute. And then inventory management tools don't talk leads a whole lot, but yet we're there every day selling cars and meeting and greeting customers physically. So we're combining the two in what we call a lot walk tool, where we could see your leads and your inventory. And so we start combining this stuff. So let's say, for example, I took 10 random dealers of ours, anywhere from 50 cars on a lot, 150 cars on a lot, didn't matter what CRM. And I took the last 60 days of leads and I pulled it compared to their inventory and cars in stock versus out of stock. So these are active leads, meaning they're not lost, they're not bad, they're not sold. These are still in our system that we're supposed to be calling and emailing every day, and automated emails are going out, text. Of those dealers, on average, 62% of their current active leads were on cars already sold. Okay. So to kind of,
That's a lot.
that'd be like 10 people walking into your showroom right now, and 6 of them, you got to tell them that car's sold. And you only got 4 people left to actually sell them a car today. Well, if that was happening on their showroom floor, you would take those 6 customers, slow them down, and try to figure out if they're open to other makes and models, other colors, options, and features. Let me go see if I got something else. And we would try to switch them. And usually we do a pretty good job at that. Well, here we are with, let's say you have 100 leads. Well, if 62 of them are on cars already sold, that only leaves 38 to sell a car to today. If you take an industry average of, let's say, a 10% closing percentage, well, if you're only going to close 10% of those 38, that's 4 deals. Your CRM is going to say, you got 100 leads, only sold 4. You got a 4% closing percentage, you suck. Or go cancel this provider or that provider because they have a low closing percentage. In reality, probably had nothing to do with the provider when it came to cars being sold. So going back to your question is, what are we doing with these 62 customers? Are we actually calling and emailing them? And then do we have an automated email going out asking them if they're still interested in that 2018 F-150, and the customer's not replying because they know 3 days ago they went back to your site and the car's sold, so they're not calling you back, and you keep bugging them about a car that's no longer there, or you're not even doing the call in the first place because the internet manager's busy with low-hanging fruit, right? They're going to work the leads that are calling and emailing that they got in stock. So you need to recycle these customers back into the sales cycle and try to switch them. Find other similar cars in stock and see if, hey, are you open to other makes and models? You know, I would do a subject line. I would put them in a separate process. Email go out. Subject line would say something like the 2018 F-150 sold, now what? And then in that email, hey, as you know, we advertise our cars competitively. They tend to get a lot of activity and sell pretty quick. Yours is no longer available, but are you open to other makes and models similar? And then maybe shoot them 2 or 3 that might match. Call an email about trying to switch them. Be open and honest about it because they probably already know the car's gone and sold. And try to switch them and recycle these leads back into, because the other metric that we found was almost half, it was 47% of these active leads on cars still in stock. Half of them are on only 10% of the inventory. So again, if you have 100 cars, 10 cars are getting half your leads. So the other 90 have to split these other half.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So these other 90 cars that don't have as many leads, can we take these customers that are on sold cars and try to put them on these other cars not getting leads, right? But that's kind of to my point. CRMs don't really talk about that, and inventory tools don't try to do that for you either. So those 2 metrics right there, the aha moment I had, because again, doing internet sales as long as I have, is closing percentage is the biggest, one of the biggest metrics we gauge performance on an individual, performance on a lead provider. Well, if 62% are on cars that are already sold, you know, like I said, you have 100 leads and you only sold 4, you got 4% closing percentage, you suck. Well, in reality, it had a lot to do with the cars. So you got to take that now with a grain of salt until you really mix your inventory into it.